for higher GC News, Mima Ubibia Kwaba, Hadia, latest and hot news, and Kwa Aramede, Bremo, and Uti, so when you subscribe to channel, idea, Bomodia say, Uber subscribe. Yobayana say, Uber click a the subscribe button. Now, Wabeli, a year notification. We answer video for Frubia Bay upload. Also, once a bear can be. Afi we are now like video give us a thumbs up now fi share ma wo foforo so na when you be here na wo hu ensemo a ekoso e wo Ghana memu hanum afi yenti eye sansem ya ababetuja yenti sa report.
There's no government what na so all kwa or say it was a successive government. Ojai Adam and Vice President, do 98% and people vote against them.
So why would the NPP take such risk? Because Kennedy want them, kind want them.
If you have a leader, you think and always suppress the will of the people, think about any selfish interest. These are kind of things that will happen. Person may catch your name. The NPP when you do diligence in selecting their candidate. The NPP presented a candidate who only put set tone in the roadmap for them to choose. Anyway, for John Dramani Mama, and my NPP for coach to Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia. Only NPP for status or customer COVID-19. Russia war. It's a NPP defeat we say. Because maybe have a historic defeat. Yes. Now who's caused up? Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia. Me kasa Bawumia kwa majaba akum. Oni Akufo Addo. Remember Akufo Addo there. He will go down as the worst president of the NPP. Where am I of the NPP party? And where Akufo Addo where kwa who crash and Akufo Bibri. How he treated people in the party. How he used his position to make sure so no be autocratic leader. Kwa your fast so making sure some Akufo born from you satellite on people. Now election back come. Ubenya CEOs, cabinet ministers, MPs, party executives, regional executives coming out publicly boldly to say, you support to money power. It is against the constitution of the New Patriotic Party because Akufo Addo 18 treaty. And look at the conduct of Wuntu media outlet. MPP position. The kind of comments and words or trances attacking of personality, no issues. Mama so born in the Anante. Mama so oba no ba betina we watching. Yanka say party kran yet my constructive criticism. And also Babana Bediatuo they are present 2028. It depends on the candidate that they bring on board. Make up Bawumia himself. And I want to be a campaign. I shall be a serious. Problem. It is unprecedented in the history of the New Patriotic Party. Jacob former Diana 65. Not a MPP was in opposition. So the state and everything security there is not going in favor. Honestly, I didn't believe so. I didn't go position. I knew they would go to position. I knew their conduct, their actions and inactions from where I sit. Now I know so they will go to position. Even time I'm working sitting on Net2 TV. Even on TV, I tell them, it's a ground thing, maybe me catch up a package Kwabena Agyapong say. Me catch no. Akwa said the problem of the soul or send so the good pine or most said the good form. And if you look at Asante Bediatuo base now, about 12 p.m., then I said to myself, the NPP has lost the election. The turnout, it was poor, below belt. So I said to myself, I said, no, the NPP, it will take a divine intervention to take them to even a runoff. I don't see them breaking the 8 and not possible.
Now, I wouldn't say NPP by 10 a.m. no more. Because MPP near my normal, and I said they were in the opposition, and in this war, yeah, boy and Crawford, yeah, intimidate, yeah, yes, to the sense that NDC for Kwaku affiliate almost say the television ballot paper, Russia and a whole lot. Unless the complaint, I say, and no, it is irrelevant, it is immaterial. Going for election, election is a process, not an event. If one chain breaks, other chain will be breaking. One chain break it to say pa, other chain will be breaking. So the NPP didn't go to these elections as prepared as they are. Maybe when they say Kasa Kekenana Yomunde, Shabu Kasa Bibri. Another they wanted to appear on the ballot paper. Oh, that the coalitions in the But you see, Shabu, we are NPP for our first conduct on one. They don't qualify to break the 8. They don't qualify. They didn't qualify to break the 8. To break the how are they going to break the 8? How is it possible to break the 8? And you say, if you're able to identify the problem, you give solutions to it. Now, party no, when identify problem, no, or be identify problem, go get solutions. You come and attack the person. You know me, no, Brian Brewo come with the attempt. Oh, wanna play Mudia frame with do what your pet. Oh, but you say, you're the Mudia Copimo party headquarters. Number you for oh, I so called me for Jubilas, my main castle. And that they my respect for Kennedy Agyapong goes to 2,000%. My yes, right. Say a cabinet minister has called Kennedy Agyapong to tell him, say, Mimi good party. No, sir. Now, from good party. Look at the guy. The criticism be all you constructive. So why do you want to attack the personality of the guy? I didn't know omuntie message no.
No, so they be was ube one and one tear some class or baby. Yes, they are coffee will buy us or to baby no money of mammy or someone conquered a boy and said they were in your mamma and as a baby or cotton baby no way your man that you could never be uncle for you did not two to a pop. To whom you are a bar, a pepian was so. If your party is going to opposition, no matter the kind of constructive criticism that you do, they will have issues with you.
So go ahead, me put with you. The Nakumia was saying the NPP internal research in February showed Mahama was going to win 2024 election. Nakumia. Yes. What kind of was saying? Nakumia, a member of the Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia campaign team for 2024 elections, has disclosed that the New Patriotic Party was aware of the likely outcome of the 2024 elections as early as February. The Bible, as I said to you, was according to him. The NPP research conducted in February 2024 indicated that the National Democratic Congress NDC candidate John Dramani Mahama was leading by 10 points. 10 points is about 10%. Franco say, Omuhu Sadi, and the more intimi and two and a more unclusive Gabon. And that one lead by 10% too, and more than 10% because Senate Bawumia 46. I don't have 56 years. Okay, 46 anyway. But see 41. And on the 14%. And it's that team now. More manage campaigning now. Now stop. I want to because I think.
I mean, can't back. Go and do your research. There's no government. What Naso? All Kwa was say it was a successive government. Ojai Adam and Vice President. Don't want 98% in Yajuma. People vote against them.
So why would the NPP take such risk? Because Kennedy Agyapong can't want them.
If you have a leader, I'll get ting, and always suppress the will of the people. Think about any selfish interest. These are kind of things that will happen. Don't say papaya or purchase early in February. Now it tells us that the NPP knew they were going to lose the election. They knew that the kind of candidate or my president, the candidate is problematic and warm.
And so was Bawumia too aware of this?
Now come team member knows it. Rebels no money.
Say Bia also who Obiwa, Bobia money, because the Bawumia inside no apart from say, we so much about Gabon, no Mahama, or you know what.
I know it's politics. If you see the masses and crowd, you say something to shake them or push them. How can Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia throw in the tower whereby he's doing campaign? Serious. But after 3 months election, look at the kind of speed NPP for the campaign. The NPP can change the fortunes of these particular elections. But the person may catch on the NPP when due diligence in selecting their candidate. Always this I say, but I'm doing so. The NPP presented a candidate who only put set tone in the roadmap for them to choose. And you refer to John Dramani Mahama. And my NPP for to choose Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia. Because Mama said, and this is for an opportunity to be the president, to be the leader of the party. The NPP, they are going to use Mahamadu Bawumia as a donkey. And no, and I'm paying for what NPP Mukasa Dabi. Sadia, we are going to make sure so Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia becomes a flag bearer and a presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party ahead of elections 2024.
Franco said, okay, say Kodokone has Ekobo. Now I has for Kaja Kodoko say Munfa keep a win them one. That's only the weak point.
Mammy Casam show. This same NDC, I said Dunkatia, and my NPP for your amendments about their constitution. I said Dunkatia Kase, a chrome for doons, yes, a doon so, a Kwaku confrontation. Or Casa, it went into the inner pains of the NPP. And Omokasa, there be Omaka amendments. Amendment no Omaka super delegates, or we have a trouble in Crawford. Why they always say, always the NDC have to take the pain for the New Patriotic Party to make amendments? And if you look at Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, this kind of election mark a total humiliation. Where I don't know the adjective to call it a nyakra. So MPP for report all. Now MPP minority in Parliament. Only a mini minority.
I see look at this and Afenyo Markins better be minority. Yes, she offend micro.
Also micro. Now I'm a Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia the catcher will say. Elections are won at the polling station. And it's when you have a person with a majority, go to the constituency, go to the electors to go and vote for you. Yeah. And now that they've gone to the election 2024, and they have won emphatically. And now that I know what say, the NDC can tell the NPP not to even come to Parliament, but won't be to your book. So we minority leader, nya fra ba gaga is in here. And I mean tia so there be. Masa,
you go court.
What say?
You go court.
Shauglasisi, when you court to semu. Emuwa. And if you look at this kind of election, if you look at voter standard, I'm saying around 61% or 62%. Now in Asante region, the new patriotic party gets 65%.
From Mebo, a dear Bonipan NPP, Ghana, NPP, Ghana for a political party, or dear Ben, Munipa, one, egoism and arrogancy. Two, telling them the problem, three, economy name, corruption, no. How you don't know? No, why would the Ashanti region do this to NPP? Ashanti region for yes, always I give you a certain kind of example. Akufo is the only presidential candidate who comes in 2000, gets 72%. Najuma pa or AC interchanges. He moved to 77% on the second term. So he moved from 72 to 77%. Meaning said Najuma or people were happy with it. People are getting Akufo Addo, you more in second round and so vote on. Akufo Addo doctor and can't Akufo Addo kwa. There be more kasa the papa bia Akufo Addo Bawumia government. Omomi new government don't yen Okroma no. Now why you have the original minister who cannot mention 5 signature projects? Oh, I sent so much to make 5 signature projects. The NPP should tell me the signature projects on yen right? Then Kennedy Agyapong Kojo Kyeremanteng. We say you bought them the free. We say when it comes to election. By the time consolidating votes, you don't want to talk about the man. You don't joke with that area. You make sure so you give them a lot of goodies. Now me cut us me for tell buni wenchi. But when it comes to astroturf, now say NPP or power. Ashanti region so nyama akuma kutete is bono yenya one. Okay. Do you know why? Because a Ashanti region votes it me cut across 8 regions. And I'm MPP eba be dia bem. Likewise the NDC will 2 regions. Yeah. Sácks unza first name boom. Any activity vote. Thank you. Omomi don't know. So NDC will power. The kind of infrastructure so many no and you been a bonofunya. Do you know why? They are the kingmakers over there. Now, if you look at the new patriotic party, comes to Asante region, and NPP for no more Asante the moon, I tell you, where what question touches Makuma 7, say 5, or greater Accra. Anytime you go for elections, you go for one to the boom farm. That's why I make catch on to the boom in the last election called Lucy. Sometimes I swing it and Kofana will talk when you boom them out. Why are you failing to recognize their effort and reward them? Why? Another look as yes, I mean 13. And I may buy for by my judgment. No, we started the because of elections. Okay. And 1. So I mean 13. 1 to me, one crap went to me. A year friend is a KDTF went to me. The signature project some castle meet my one will be. But frankly, did Akufo Addo want Bawumia to win? Because ye baba to aba Ashanti region for a sue for development. No what Jinaso a be a far port interchange. I could be sprinters. Now by Ashanti will be a bridge. Now we say bridge no to a point so because I will disagree and I'm going to explain to you. The intermakers I will disagree and say open that stretch one amount for be sometimes we don't pass through that stretch. So maybe someone will raise this kind of stuff. A lot of people say it, but maybe people doesn't know the magnitude of the now. Akufo could be, but Obia Bridge New Year. There are a lot of responsibilities on you as a president, and some are catching just on way. In Asante region, the NPP should tell me said this and that no way. We say we are waiting nama. We say we are waiting nama. We say we are waiting nama. So Asante region for Shagu, and there's so many abonifu. They feel and think that the kind of projects and benefits are some drive no. When one can buying our power, they couldn't get it. NPP will say we be a free senior high school. So Kaisa, what can I say? Yeah. Me say free senior high school about year 2020. Free senior high school about year 2020. These 2024 elections, they be na me catch me say it is going to be based on purely policies, economical policies. Because I said Niema or share the two about the trade economy. 26 or 28 na jobs as education about the top 3 as well. There are top 3 now. Top 3. If there are one pen a bit Makase in terms of education, you can give it to the NPP. Top 3 education. 2 na kano ni yomu feli. But from any last minute education for to showcase here and the commission what is something like that.
Now na mention video be editum kasa be so na so won to baba be editum kasa na to na kuma so oko UTV into obekwa to ba ne sa no man.
And Kenya no aka menyenyu.
So if you look at the economy, the new patriotic party can be coefficient. Then be a catch or say when technocrats wants to confuse you, they use technical ways. You might not get it. And now that shall be this over bank. Now you didn't call me catch you be say oh we are the accounts no you prepare accounts a red printer who want to say yes it was a book. Say cause a break even a honor who be nyeska. Say me cause a blueprinter just nyeska. Any banker who use this step a technical term who won't say economists for if they want to confuse us GDP per ratio there ben one na wo kwakota de name A4 sheet and calculate depreciation
Bawumia ko abeka che say Mahama from 1 city to 4 cities aye 74 but no from 4 city to 17 aye 72 ne menim
who be that for calculate the same NPP the be who say ade 4 so chen ade 17 NPP omo awo na mo say ade 4 e so chen ade 17 when Mama was leaving office 4.2 now another man was at 15 16 but still the NPP will tell you say they are better managers of the economy than John Dramani Mama and you pan okoko twade wo krum no me say that me say because to asichire one cup then am shame hi asichire one cup 9 Ghana cedis no say no say ana na me fiar beta momo e bru me bigesha so kakaka obekoni say obekoni 10 and matches box matches you sticks in the paper they free wouldn't say who took one case can be to akra nya de ketwa first who fear kwa akra 40 45 and now coin here 110 120 to get to Accra. Still, the MPP will tell you that they are better managers of the economy. Now, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia Babeka and I do Mama Peso Bane or Mefeni debate or may catch up. They don't have the moral right to even call John Dramani Mama for a debate. Don't for debate, he says. Mama called you on 2 occasions. Mama, I said you won't have breakfast of John Dramani Mama. He will not come because morally you didn't give him respect. And it'll be a company by bit tonight. And I'm going to economy missing Basa. I never come to Russia Ukraine war. And I only pass the boom to was a Gaza and Palestine and Gaza. No, idea what that over 2,000 years ago. A dear economical effect in a war, so and no can be Siena COVID-19. Yet the MPP for status or customer COVID-19 Russia.
Franco, sir, MPP defeat we say because may have a historic defeat. Yes. Now who's cause up? Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia. Mahamadu Bawumia, and can I explain to you? Ultimate responsibility lies at the doorstep of the leader. Okay. And John. Me kasa ba me akwa majaba akum oni Akufo Addo meba oni Akufo Addo de he will go down as the worst president of the NPP where am mission of the NPP party. He will go down as the worst. One say je Akufo na nse na nya mo say Akufo na were ho ni sa no I wear Akufo de were kwa be ho kra change Akufo bebre how he treated people in the party, how he used his position to make sure so no be the autocratic leader. When your fast will make sure some for you satellite some people. Sabu ayo. Messing me no material radio TV so say John Dramani Mama family and friends. Now me cut off from 2017. E be say 2024 Akufo Addo busu afon 52. And wa ba na 51. Ni ya da bia wo say so oyari Asante Bediatuo ambassador at large na ko 52. Obo meka de asi asema si o. Oba asema. Ba o say no mo say ba afeta ba so oni hwe de bi say meka. You see. Now, if you look at Akufo Addo, when you're far, so even the internal promise of the new patriotic party, how he used his office to make sure some Kofobi will be intimidated. And I tell you, the 2028 elections are internal elections of the NPP, and they are organic elections. Organic. I'm telling you, that is why you cannot suppress the will of the people. Any MP will move, any minister will move. And when can't just a party chairman busy say you and a president someone told me there be early congress you look at 2026 willingly they are going to choose their own leader and make sure that this kind of leader will help them. If you look at election on Makoya ni paba ko one more pine and another Akufo Addo when you fast conducting one as the president frankly o share Rollins one person no seba yes and you kwata be ya mfa so bo am Rollins but me cast MPP ko position in 2008 AJ Akufo but me say party Akufo Addo I mean cast show. Let me take you back. In 2000 the NDC also had problems with JJ Rollins. When you're fast ni pa ba ko mo bianu so kwa ko boni din so no mom na e ba beya the flag bearer e refen Busitano whereby ko ye sure declaration for refen Attanos strong cadres in the NDC
loyal people almost who this have a penalty also have to also opt out, and it affected
they left the party.
Yes. Now in 2008, in 2008, J. Akufo, yes, J. Akufo paid another than Akufo Addo Asem, and no might be and a J. Akufo call runoff, and don't call runoff, and eventually have to lose the election. Now, if you look at already Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia has been a vice president for 8 years. Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, they said in Sácks in Sácks, but in the face of the New Patriotic Party, they thought he was popular, but in the eyes of Ghanaians, he was unpopular.
In the face of
NPP, no, he was popular, yes,
but in the eyes of Ghanaians, he wasn't popular.
And even in the face of the NPP, it sounds like you're suppressing the will of the people. That is a reality. No, yes. Are you not surprised NPP they are going for elections? Now election back CEOs, cabinet ministers, MPs, party executives, regional executives coming out publicly boldly to say they support to money power. It is against the constitution of the New Patriotic Party.
And nothing happened to them too.
Because Akufo Addo 18 treaty. If you decide to decline on the party, where are you going to get money to do your campaign? And if you look at Akufo Addo, the actions and inactions of Akufo Addo, it really affected the New Patriotic Party. They are tossing you. Nipana no candidate. It was a wrong choice. It was a wrong choice.
He made to himself.
Yes. Oh, mo got to Obama 61% or did 2 mono. Or one other cat was it was a wrong choice and a wrong decision. So I'm going to take you over to even be the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party.
Yes, 61% national party. About national 41.
It tells you, say, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia wasn't popular going for this kind of elections. Shabula Sisi, me catch it. Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia is seen as a pathological liar. One cannot correct. So look at the kind of advice and the soundbite the NDC was using. They go back into archives. Ketreman Pro.
Yeah.
Now internet is anomano. Assembly abekabia Afebo. If the fundamentals are the SNU to expose you, Yababeka, Paluguda, Yababeka, no Abeka, Yababeka, no Akaweni Ababeka. So they will try to correlate the two. They will play it to Ghanaians for Ghanaians to know. Nipa Bakwa is an MPP form Kongo Dantua and Kopanato. No all rescinding decision to come back to the parties we allow Kojo Kyeremanteng.
I say Allah making impact. Yes, what making impact.
As a political party, I totally disagree. You know why? Oh, Kaisa may catch us say in 2016, NPP phone 76%.
Yeah.
It dropped to 71%.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing?
Yeah.
Obia or your statistician and researcher will tell you say a recipe for disaster.
The who decline.
Yes, the remission returns a figure. It is dropping gradually. So if MPP was having 160, now was 167 MPs in 2016. Now drop about 137. Now in Asante region, about 71%. But 71%, they forget say in the 2020 election, they were moving as a unit, as an army. And the Annan Kwabena Agyapong the account among 71%. Annan and Kojo no more MPP mono. Or many ombas or Makumumuna. Or no Nampana Kumu sign, but what do you also do on them? And it's uncle from Conco to Aban. What they will do is Mentoma Alan, Miss Mentoma Bawumia, and eventually to affect them. Go and do your checks. If you look at Vosa, Uncle Soman to Asante Region, 1,653,000.
Romanto.
1,653,000. Go and do your checks. Mama votes on in Asante Region in 2020. About 43,000 a coca. Minister Mama Yegbo, I said, I'm looking at figures that they catch. Why said I knew you be our Santa region? But you know why? I'm on for work from Congo to Abano. I'm on Congo Abu for the Franco, a class here, Quabontino. Obis was as I say, Bawumia so much dollars and a bottom as what is free education by Quacatamina, can be free education. So, frankly, the NDC are projected to make 30%, but they end up getting 33.1. Chama won't to me so Obenya 80, also the bus 65. On the I'll be highly disappointed in the NPP if they retain him. So make me a vote of no confidence. Chama won't to me. Well, good party. Now the one. I
didn't see baby. Another want to come
to me. Mammy Casam show. If you go for elections and the NDC loses miserably, they will continue voter regional. Their chairman over there, they should go after them.
Okay.
Election be a yakono, Ubia on a strong. Before the election, the NPP had a target. It was inconsistent.
Yeah.
The former agri minister said 75. Fremont Paris said 80. One cast one down for the pussy 85%. In terms of one cast one down for Papa, Papa, the coach who soon more NPP for them, Papa Kennedy, only coach who soon more NPP. Or say 85. So you see a lot of inconsistency. Let's take even 80%. Let's take it or moderate to be 75%. Yeah. NPP sharp division from 75 above 65%, almost 10%. And echo. One to me, urban. Not the new patriotic party when it comes to Ashanti, not NDC for only 2 cities. Yeah. Drobonso. Yeah. As one say. Another new can say the NDC can boast about 8 or 9. Hey. 8 or 9.
About all the about one crew was
MPP for the now quite to say counter attacking. So me ko counter wa. Born to watch here. When about so maybe into the all the back kwa Jimmy and look at the conduct of Wuntumi media outlet. Omo come the MPP position. The kind of comments and words or trances attacking of personality, no issues,
misinformation.
It didn't matter. Yet Mama so born in the auntie.
Me say okay wasem.
Auntie. Na mama so oba no ba betena sesa we watching. Yanka say party kura yet my constructive criticism. And you also baba na bediagro. Oba na bediagro. Look at how Wuntumi onipa ba kope na oni regional executives duly elected having problem. A group baby almost some regional chairman meet only one Andy the chair. What is the locus of Andy?
Franco say Nanado Hanover we near Cassie over whole party mo juma and some Mississippi.
Oh, another Biana me catch us say. Sabamian man when your boy his cruise man on Jazz Nation. Bawumia from Abechere na see.
Yamra Bawumia call for no more no for. That's a man boy. And as a first man would have known. So Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia be call on him to Mama be prevost no so e no dem. Are you not surprised at Paulugu? Police station ba kunya zero. Hey! My book got away for room what people down. Zero. But me go party no. You find 120. Me say 0. 0 when you want. Because me be about mama to me time. A fool say them mako 9. Mama to me time not 3 rejected but me 0. Me say me ba Franco when I NPP. Sam that be. Mona what hold the position that. Me hold the position that me them. Who and our NPP, former director of communication, Tesco. More agents, I was up police don't way. I don't way. I'm not going. I said, okay. 7 back to you, you'll be why best special board into a better than a casa corner and a salmon. And it is. But I now constituent is no more consideration more. As I will make our own Diana. So we have Janet cover too. Are you not surprised? 0. Franco don't know what Franco. A political party like the NPP, not the CPP, not the PNDC, not PNC, and other small political NPP and NDC being 0 in the polling station. What does it mean? It means that they don't need it. It means that they don't trust him. They don't need the party or they don't need the candidate. The candidate is a subset of the party. A candidate in the party because Kofomania number the so I make county. Mr. Go and check Upper East. 0 MPs. 0. Me say, only Bobia no bisa say na den Diana wo so ana say and Upper was so many seat back home. Kochake bono. Yensi abono aka say 1 to 2. Mo akrumfo. Bono. Part we no, how do you lose Sunyani East and Sunyani West? Echeso mu hiamo. Echeso candidates now present no. Omompe. No, Ghanaians are becoming the same as I go. Did Bawumia religion play factor? Factor be. No religion is religion Kramuni. Kwa zongo areas ne. Oya Kramuni go check the zongo areas. Wa lusu pato. Mo tsoram di hunu nipa ena no de wo be kwakwa kwagina nkramofo no kwakwa gin nkramofo de ndia ka ho no ne dwo mama de apra ni wo ha ne sa no mano. So the factors Emma Bawumia elucidate this. Are these stable factors or they are factors a bit more the they are present in 2028?
It depends on the candidate that they bring on board.
Make up Bawumia himself.
On the nearby.
And
I want to be a campaign. I shall be a serious. Can you come and mean your problem? Hey, so what be a company? Now as a corporate institution, what the company now move no aboka susuro. Nani pana kofa busu and for the ambassador or person assigned to companies or what the man. I'm asking you, what the man?
Now Tiana regional chairman.
Why regional chairman?
Chairman would to say on some review.
Sadia we are more, you know. And before Munsiadi, or Munsiadi, I don't know, you know. A BC in 2012. And still, no, 2011 hot baby, and still the NPP kept in opposition. Akufo Addo to me copy baby, na say John of pleasant memory. Aye, and now Akufo Addo na de baba, e ho kan yan say akotoba, e Akufo Addo na akotoba no asia lusu. Na akotoba. Yeah, after 2008 no. Ono na de baba, o many bombs ma say akotoba to no lusu. That's why I make
na difference na ye kakra.
Now Akufo Addo was born bred as a politician from day one. And Akufo Addo has keenly or you'll be active in terms of politics. And to be anymore. Mahamadu Bawumia no say the Bank of Ghana Akufo Addo number. And among whom man for Kroma gabby Asante Bediatuo and Adebe na wuntumi mo and Ade na ma force wadi ni panaba. Who are you going to vote for? Council of Elders ne sa no mana. No mdi ni panaba. And yakwakotoaba. Yakwakotoaba. It is unprecedented in the history of the New Patriotic Party. Jay Kofomo Diana Asante Bediatuo 65. Not NPP was in opposition. No, so the state and everything security there is not going in favor of them. Second, everything is at your disposal. One report to us, I know you want 65%. Now, what shall I bless you? As I require my wife, I didn't about 3 months will be some say. As almost I presented Bawumia for 2028. I didn't about 3.
Say Aginana the Kuncho Bonas and
Mama who said flyer be a starting security say that become 2028. I am moving to post. Do you know why? First, make us say it is early days yet. Omunya will train on more crony bibia. But look at this. Toma, you for executives for Gagani Fianimu for Mahamadu Bawumia, any being common. Mahamadu Bawumia made a statement. Or say, Nyamiya Adoma, he will be coming back for 2028. One, you have opened the window and the avenue to do campaign.
Yeah.
What's him? Car boy by Yemfi and Ukraine. Also, say, Bafufro. See, and he said, we should set up a committee. We should do thorough investigations. And on my belly course, so our strength and our weakness, we should allow the party executives, they should bring a roadmap, a process for early Congress. No, you are not thinking at the greater picture. You are thinking about how we should solve problems.
Yeah.
But so the minister they have every right to do campaign.
Yeah.
Because you've opened the windows and
Bawumia himself today, no, we need police about NPP because the leader of the party, it goes to the chairman.
It goes to the party chairman.
Yeah.
In team to power a chairman. In team.
Now, brother, general secretary. On issue, Krata can condemn and
maintaining
because somewhere
they are shocking.
Somewhere we not say other groups, Bobos, Omoko Sabia, Ken, and also feel and about the party reorganization.
Now, the wound to the Marcos or Kwaku Annan say Bawumia is coming back. Bawumia is coming way back. Coming way back. Miss Ablas is me come to lead the party. Me, I'm going to tell you something. Me, some big chaha. It become a senior papa. But I'm going to tell you my candid opinion.
Okay.
If the NPP wants to pass through, where in the eyes of the New Patriotic Party and Ghanaians, the most charismatic person who can lead the NPP, make sure to make win power, wrestle power of the NDC for 2028, and wins the election is Kennedy Agyapong. From where I sit, as a political party, but Kennedy Agyapong, enemies within will fight
for boy, enemies of boy.
Bawumia's camp.
But are they stronger like that?
Okay, whether they are strong or not, me say from Bawumia's camp they will go after Kennedy. Now, Bawumia call for what we say. Kennedy campaign or in the internal elections affected them. 1, 2. The NDC used the sound bite of Ken and the campaign message of Ken to fight against Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia. And the Ken am train am by Kwaku Annan in the Manso in Chanko. So I'm telling you as a brother, in the meetings of my, they will go after Ken.
Oh, what's that? You almost security Ken. Baribo, the Sácks say a year Juma. Most of me counter advert about Mahama position on free education.
Yes, I get you. And I make us say it depends on most team how you are going to deal with your strategy and how you do your issue. The NPP is going to get a sharp in front. Serious division and factions. I'm not a prophet, but I'm saying
still in opposition.
Yes,
under power now. Divisions now.
Division and camps. The Bible story pa.
Send the price will go and
I know Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia will contest. Don't be surprised. Someone who is close to Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, Bawumia had confidence in the person or played the put to him or the contest about him.
Mebo, she say you should NAPO Bawumia. Yeah, Baba should a straw. Should a straw for or remember apologize to the party. Some of my candidate for Mama party inside for.
So remember there. So
should they do?
The NPP should come out and render unqualified apology to their people, saying so we suppress you guys and you brought this kind of person. You do not see team. Nippena didn't buy anything. I'm why. Next time, if we are going for elections, you better man more masses and what decided them press up the number.
Yamrasi. Bawumia became the flag bearer.
Yes.
He wanted to pick the running mate. Menu not na and nipa na top guy said, yes, you don't back the running mate. Yet chronicle woman ubia sem ubia kasa na am I settle on a duchu.
Yes.
Do I last me because duchu factors be pre woman. NAPO factor no a divorce by
a suicide, a bomb. Targeted for man. One of the biggest mistakes the new patriotic party has done, NAPO. Some Pekin. Nipa ba kwam di blame the money one kasa papa Kennedy Agyapong ko Agyapong. Yes. The entire Boakye Annan say can control 37% of NPP delegates. Can catch them so man fan na po ama. Onu nkonko e kape. Bi so na kan so nim say na NAPO tie.
Nipa bebe omo say omo say no shaibu na NAPO omo consider no e campaign. And I'm say how dey na delegates ni wi na.
Nipa ba ko obebi MP every 4 years bi ani vote sote. Oman check no. 2. Nipa ba ko wonim kasa. Onim kasa. Na nsema wo kan nyina no it pushes people away. And then the kasa na podcast over 200,000 Ghana no. Na man for bisa go bi na
NAPO na pam say nipa na.
Jobless.
I mean 41% no.
Meba, this is the home base of NAPO.
Yeah.
Tell me the strength of NAPO in this kind of elections. Go and check Mameno.
Jane.
Mame Casa Mcho. Would be choose running mate on Casa. And so the bet choose running mate or Casa Pamam for. Can you choose your own Casanke?
Our resource.
Yes. Mameno, how many times did you hear so Casa? But no, yeah, man. What kind of cut was it 2020? She was able to close the gap. There was Central Region. Now 23 seats.
Yeah.
NPP started normally baby or baby of 10.
Yeah.
And my NPP nya 13. I told you it is serious. Now Sácks is I'm picking up with NAPO always trend in the negativity of the news. No work at you
know correct. The last one quite low mutiny John Mamma.
Or some Kwabena say
Bawumia Jones also.
What I say. Any wakabi you. No, I copy mon crana South Akum said you must say, I and I muku so for Mwako. And no, and some the voters register contains about 65% of the youth. Tell them what you can do for them. Tell them what you can do for them. Now put your boy at the Shabula Sisi. Now your recipe for disaster.
So Nanado Bawumia 2018 or no 2012 and no 2016. Say Manu Siminaso. Say Bawumia quite timid. Sabe in the prime minister. One more person NAPO. NPP for now was up in NAPO qua and wow. Mamma Casa. What about these two sets? They don't know party. And that NPP for your final rally. The running mate, Mamma Kwaman Casa. Roa Brana. That's what Jasma make. Mamma Kwaman, almost a cody, Jai Kose King. No young crowd, no bit my overboard. And what I can't when I was there. And some of Beckham. A basic, I don't know a castle move for to a soldier and a soldier. Now we felt a friend was my kind of crew. I'm because of first with the Bakunian first with no crocky two and a cheek. No one chairman say,
this when a person can is square free more, we have issues with you. Now I want to ask you, Shabu Kasisi, tell me the kind of impact of NAPO. What it came to this kind of election?
Sir, or Madam Akufo from City Koi. I found South East Koi.
Kikabi.
And Asante Bediatuo for Koi. Or so Boakye is Koi. So NPP, NDC, I was safe seat in the Asante region.
This is NAPO for you. What kind of
person go for numbers from Asante region?
What kind of cry any panu problem? Or catch us say we are Mouska. And I debate the and a friend go this NDC for and I don't want my show. A friend good day. They don't look at the substance of the message that you are bringing on board. They look at the personality. First, na Frank Kunisha and only then your issue to some kind of when he already the merits and demerits of the matter.
Yo, it for Winnie and Sama Abeto. Yep, so Mikao says, so we now subscribe to channel idea, Bomodia say, we subscribe. As a hadia latest and hot news. And qua Aremeyaw Bremo. After we are now, like video, no, give us a thumbs up now, fee, share my Ato Forson. Now, when you be here, now who and somewhere also, ever Ghana Memoha. Also between otchere, wadring a fire, and somewhere in our ever comment box in Mobati Minkabu in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.